I got music. I got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures. I got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man Trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him round my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams. I got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more. Days can be sunny with never a sigh. Don't need what money can buy. Birds in the tree sing their day full of song. Why shouldn't we sing along? I'm chipper all the day, happy with my lot. How do I get that way? Look at what I've got. I got rhythm, and I've got music. I got my man who could ask for anything more. I've got daisies, but they're in green pastures. I got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man Trouble, shucks, I don't mind him. You'll never find him round my door.
Strong black woman. You hear it every day. So what does it mean to you? Now, right here in the 1920s, black women actually became away 2 meals long before I came along. Around here in the 1920s, black folks ain't got pop pissing, barely a voice to speak on, and the stage is fit for a one-man band. Now, getting on stage for a brother is hard. Black girls out here ain't stand a chance, not without a good fight. We was fighting for every right and every piece of respect we could, even if that meant through the front door, but back. At the front of that line, strong black women, 10 feet down, eye to eye with the white man. They were gonna be heard and most definitely seen. Now, my good friends and Vaudeville superstars, they hit the jackpot man. Miss Ada Overton, queen of the cakewalk, came dancing through. Little did we know what back door she was going to open for our sisters on stage. From New York to Paris, from chorus girl to the bank queen, Miss Josephine Baker was nothing short of anything ambitious when it came to her on that stage now. She had to find, she was growing up with nothing, she had to find a way for herself. Found herself following in Miss Baker's footsteps. At only 15 years old, she was on the Vaudeville circuit. Kicking off the Harlem Renaissance with Shuffle Along, well, she took those long legs and that quick wit and went overseas to Paris where she would rise to fame, be seen for the star she actually was. I once asked Miss Josephine how she felt about her infamous banana dance. This is all she could say.
It wasn't really naked. It simply didn't have any clothes on. But I was the toast of Paris in 1925.
You make people happy. That's been your business all your life, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't been a business to me.
No,
I've never
but-
tried to make a business of making people happy. I've always tried to touch the sensibility of each human being. And I've always tried to find their good point. Because I believe that every human being on this earth has something good in them. We have to sometimes struggle against situations and problems. And world problems sometimes too. And it makes us a little, as we say in French, grincheux, a little disagreeable. But even so, it's a sort of a defense. And I think that human beings in general, if they have the opportunity or the possibility, they can be extremely good. And that's why I believe, too, that sometimes people who have been so in love are hurt profoundly. The reaction can be violent because they both go together. And sometimes people can hate. Of course, I don't hope that anybody should hate, but it can happen to anybody.
I say, let us put man and a woman together to find out which one is smarter. Some say men, but I say no. The meaning of the men, they should know, and not me. The people, they say,
Look it up. Black folks in the casino with the white folks. Never saw that coming. We here at the Moulin Rouge in Las Vegas. First casino to integrate black folks and white folks. Yeah! Calm down. All I said is we can get in now. I ain't saying through the front door. We here to see Miss Pearl Bailey. Miss Bailey's supposed to be recognized. She plays the big stage with the big boys. She don't get it. Not only was Miss Bailey taking over the nightclubs, she's already been on Broadway and the big screen.
What is a man? Is he an animal? Is he a wolf? Is he a mouse? Is he the cheap or the dear kind? Is he champagne or the beer kind? I get him cheap on it. What's a man? Is he a stimulant? Good for the heart, but bad for the nerves. Nature's mistake since the world began. What makes me give? What makes me live? What is this thing called man? Oh, what's a man? Is he an animal? Is gone, girl. Is he a mouse? Oh, is he the cheap? Gone, girl. You got something going for you. Is he champagne? Oh, is he the beer kind? What is a man? Is he a stimulant? Good for the heart, but bad for your nerves. Nature's mistake since the world began. What makes me give? What makes me live? What is this thing called man? Oh man, oh man.
Now Miss Bailey didn't play by the community and her business. The Moulin Rouge closed 6 months after opening. Black folks were forced to find their way onto the mainstream circuit. Now, Miss Pearl knew had a good friend of hers, she called Annabelle. Called on her, and they weren't related, but they called each other friends. Now, Pearl knew Anna tried to dance and welcome to the center stage of the all-white girls' night. After music, Years of hearing no, the countless auditions, and the barely moments away from changing history. Young lady?
Well, you know, everyone says the show must go on, but it shouldn't without me.
Miss Bailey.
Thank you for having me.
We don't have much time, so please try not to waste mine.
Yes, sir.
No man will ever make a fool of me. No man, I mean just what I said. I ain't the simpleton I used to be. I wonder how I got that way. Once I was full of sentiment, it's true. But now I got a cruel heart. With all the feeling gay and reckless too. Never mind all the time feeling blue. I'm always going, and I don't know where. I'm always sure, but I don't care. I ain't got nobody to make life worthwhile. All alone, running wild. Oh, blow that trumpet, Mr. Taft. I'm going.
Look at that. She came. Y'all saw it. She conquered. I knew she would.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
I was in Lexington, Kentucky, and the audience was totally segregated. I did not, foolishly, I didn't think about it because I was so busy with the company, and that has saved me so many, many times. I was just too busy to get into what I considered the small things. It turned out to be a big thing. It turned out that no black people could sit in the orchestra seats. And I, after going through a whole lot of resistance, threats, you name it, I did everything possible to be able to get on that stage and feel good about it. And I couldn't win then. Therefore, I decided if I couldn't win at the beginning, I'd win at the end. I did the show. They loved it. Maybe the show was better than it had ever been because everybody was uptight. And in the end, I told them we would never come back until we could appear before people who were sitting next to each other. People of my color were sitting next to people of your color.
Arts. How would we know our history? The only way we know our history is those lovely people who put their little hand on there, and we saw all the, they're throwing their spears at the animals, those wonderful paintings, and they didn't go to university to learn that either. They were great artists. And that's how we are history. We tell the history of the human beings through the so-called arts, or more than arts. It's creativity, and it keeps people alive. When you're at your worst, people start singing. It's very necessary for human existence to have the arts, because without creativity there will be nothing. There wouldn't be this table, there wouldn't be these lights, there wouldn't be these cameras, there wouldn't be this that I'm wearing. They got nothing. Nothing. The fire, nothing. It took that creativity has to keep going. I think it's physically necessary for human beings to have art.
She had arms which were talking by themselves, and she could begin movement that hair-raising feeling you would get, in her way her body moved and her expression, how she danced. She was a wonderful performer.
My empowerment, of course, comes from where I grew up. When I grew up, I happened to be this black woman, this little black girl in Philadelphia. And so everything that was going on in Philadelphia at the time in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, till I got to New York, of course, shaped me. The ugliness of it, the beauty of it, and everything in between. Mother's Day parades in blackface? Hello? That's kind of ugly. Parents make me aware of how beautiful I am, You have to have loving people around you. You have to have mentors around you. You have to have family around you. You have to have guides, what I call spiritual walkers. Thank you, Stevie Wonder. You've got to have these people around you. You seek them out. If they're not around you automatically, then you go find them. Because in Philadelphia, you needed a lot of people to steer you. And I had family. And I think that's not unusual for a young black person to have someone around them, or to find someone that bolsters who they are.
Carmen Zulala, an inspiration, an icon, beautiful black woman. The first time I watched Miss Carmen dance, she performed on an entire scaffold. One scaffold. And next came along Miss Judith Jameson, principal dancer for the Alvin Ailey Dance Company. That ball beauty danced her heart out, but right here in Minneapolis too. The grace, the poise, the determination these women had, all while standing in the face of racism. That proved to me that I could do it, and damn it, I would. I remember walking home from junior high back in the 60s. I stumbled upon this little building right there on the corner of 14th Avenue and 4th Street Southeast. You know the one, yeah. The Contemporary Dance Playhouse. Once I stepped foot in there, child, you couldn't get me to leave. My journey had begun. Oh man, I was so excited, I was ready. So after a few years after the Playhouse, I decided it was time to pack my bags. I took the first flight out of Minneapolis and landed in New York City. I danced in the footsteps of my influences, all the way to the Alvin Ailey Dance School. There, I learned the technique of Borton, Graham, and African dance. I was thriving. So I came home for a little bit. Came back to Minnesota and danced my way through the Twin Cities with the Feast of the Beast Dance Company. We had a good time. At that point, I knew performing was my life. But I needed something more. I needed my community. So I marched right up there to the Performing Arts Center in St. Paul, right up the river there. And I took the reins and guided our youth through the exploration of arts. You know, the great Maya Angelou once said, "You can't use up creativity. The more you have, the more you use." Next stop, Hollywood. audition was a job, honey. I went to casting calls after casting calls after casting calls. Classes on classes on classes. And I learned how to hear the word no. I wasn't giving up though. And then one day, the phone call came. Marvin Gaye was going on tour. Next thing I know, that audition turned into a call back, and that gig was mine. Touring with Marvin led to an unbelievable once-in-a-lifetime duet on that album, Marvin, live at the London Palladium. Oh, amazing, and it didn't stop there. The Los Angeles Lights Opera Theater House, they were producing a production with Pal Joey, starring the one and only Miss Lena Horne. Being a member of the cast ensemble, an understudy position opened up, and I was standing right next to Lena, singing Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. Oh, what an honor. My star was rising, and this hard work was paid off for me. You couldn't tell me nothing. Your girl danced for Academy Award shows, variety television shows. Hell, I even toured with Lionel Richie and Lou Rawls, just to name a few. Dance Fever and Solid Gold was just the cherry on top. I was a respected and working artist. I felt seen.
Darling, I want my gay rights now. I think it's about time the gay brothers and sisters got their rights. And especially the women.
Because she's one of the... Monique, darling. Friend of ours. Monique was not here as a friend of yours. She's a friend of mine, darling. Monique, would you tell her why you didn't come? Because she knew it's Victor Holler. She said, Crystal, darling, don't go. That's right, because you're not going to get it. And that's why all the true beauties didn't come.
It's in bad taste and you're showing your colors and stuff.
I am doing it bad, but I have a right to show my color, darling. I am beautiful, and I know I'm beautiful.
Play the Drag Queen takes us all the way back to the early 1900s. William Dorsey Swan, who was born into slavery, was a trailblazer. Experiencing harsh racism and extreme violence didn't stop him from leading the first queer resistance movement, creating a safe space for the culture.
tried to pull interesting quotes from things you've said. Now here's something. Every time I bat an eyelash, it's a political act.
Yeah, it is. You know, because anytime anybody does what their dream is or do what's in their heart, that's the most political thing you could do. You know, I can't change the world, but I can change myself, and I can influence the world by what I do, you know? So it's the most political thing you could do is when you do your own thing, okay? It's true. It's very true. It's the most powerful thing, too. You know, because when you're in drag, when you become the image of your own imagination, it's the most powerful thing you could ever do, you know, because ain't no stopping you. You know, in my mind's eye, I've always been a superstar, you know,
Right.
and nobody couldn't tell me no different, you know what I mean?
Right.
So if you believe it, then they'll believe it, they'll buy it.
As the ballroom and the drag culture moved on, the fight for respect and equality was high and rapid. Now, Marsha, I'm paying no mind, Johnson, she marched for the culture. Crystal Rebecca, she screamed at anyone who would listen, and most even more to the role. And RuPaul, she didn't give you a option to look the other way. In Rue's words, when you become the image of your own imagination, it's the most powerful thing you could ever do. Resilience.
Yes, yes.
Y'all trying to have some church up in here? Yeah. How y'all feeling tonight? Woke up this morning to somebody in the video talking about something I posted in the video. If it wasn't me, then would you even get offended? Is it just because I'm black and heavy? Or is it just because I'm black and heavy? Y'all don't hear me though. Sing it, y'all. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I've been listening since I've been dropping slow on this and that. Call up anybody I know and they would tell you that fame is pretty new, but I've been used to people judging me. That's why I move the way I move it. Why I'm so in love with me? I'm used to feeling alone. So I thought that I'd let you know. In case nobody told you that. In case nobody made you believe you're special, but I will always love you. Say you're special. I'm so glad that you stay.
is